Summer is in full swing over here, and in today's video, we're going to be doing some DIYs using, you guessed it, summer craft paper. So if you have a summer paper pack or just paper that's summer related, let's get it out and let's get crafting. We're going to start out with this really cute folding sign that I got from Hobby Lobby in the unfinished wood area. We're going to be using 3 paper packs for this one. We're going to be using the Surfer Girl. We're also going to use the Sprout and About, which is a cute one I used in a different project. And then we're also going to use this book club one. So the idea from this comes from something that I've been thinking about for a while. And I thought it'd be really cute to make a tray that had like interchanging inserts for the different seasons, but I thought this sign would work really perfect for that. And you could use any scrapbook paper and you could do all the holidays. So just giving you guys a little bit of like ideas of how this was working. So that's why we're using the 3 paper packs. But I took a coordinating piece of paper from each paper pack along with the like a cutout or ephemera that came in the paper pad, and I'm just kind of putting them together, and then I'm going to put them um, all together on one piece of paper. So I have like 3 different pieces of paper that came from one paper pack. I know you're following me. But then I'm going to glue them all together on there, and then that is going to be the insert that goes into the wooden frame. So I did one of them for each of these paper packs, and I didn't really measure. Sometimes when I'm doing kind of scrapbooking like activities, I'll just kind of put it where I want it to go, put it in my paper cutter like I'm doing here, and then I just kind of adjust it to cut the paper. So I'm sorry I don't have an exact size for you. But once I get it to the size that I like, then I'm just going to use a glue stick, glue them together. I do think this would be really cute to laminate as well, because then you could use them over and over for every season. But we're going to do one from each one of the paper pads. So we did the book club one, and then we did the surfer one, and now we're using this Sprout and About paper pack. I know some people said they really didn't like this paper and they thought it was ugly in the last video I used it on, but I just think it's adorable. But this can be any paper that you have on hand. You could make one of these, but I just think this one is so adorable. So we're going to take our paper and we're going to use these cute little like belly bands, and we're going to put them up at the top. So this one says Neighborhood Garden Club. It would be really cute if you actually had a garden club. That would be really cute to put out like for your actual club. I do actually have a book club that I go to, and so I think I will kind of use the book club one as just our book club meeting, having it out for that because I thought it was so adorable. But you can make whatever you want here. It's super easy and super customizable, and I just think this is such a cute idea. I want to make one for every month and then just interchange it to like out and about in my house. But let me know if you guys like this one or if it's something that you're going to make for yourself. Today's video is part of a summer collab that I'm doing with friends here on YouTube. It is put on by Liliana DIY. So when you're done with this video, go down to my description box and click on the playlist and check out everyone else's video in today's collab. Now let's get back to the DIYs. For this project, we're going to be in the Surfer Girl paper pack. This has some really cute paper. So we're going to pick out about 6 different pieces of paper that we're going to create a really fun banner with. So I found this banner at Hobby Lobby. It is wooden and it has 6 panels. This was also in the unfinished wood area. We're going to take our Mod Podge and we're going to go over the front of the piece of our banner. We're going to make sure that we get a very good coat and that we cover all of the pieces. And then once we have that covered, we're going to make sure that it dries. While it's drying, I went ahead, took my pieces of paper and cut out the template to go onto the front of our pieces. They are going to fit pretty closely, and so we're going to go ahead and cut out each one of the pieces of paper. Once we have the papers all cut out and our Mod Podge is dry, we're going to lay our piece of paper on top of our wood project, and then we're going to take a parchment piece of paper and put that on top, and then we're going to use an iron, and we're going to iron our piece of paper onto our wood project. If you saw my last video where I did DIYs that I used Mod Podge with, I forgot the parchment paper step, and someone reminded me in my comment section, so thank you. I can't remember who made the comment, but just thank you to you because I totally forgot that step in the last video. So it will slide on and glide on much better with the parchment paper. Once we have the parchment paper all on and we've put on our piece of paper, we're going to go ahead and do that for all of the other 6 pieces. Once we have them all glued onto our wood pieces, we're going to take some sandpaper or a sanding block. This one's pretty old and it was used for scrapbooking. I need to get a new one. I usually get mine at Dollar Tree, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to sand off all the edges of all 6 pieces. Once we've done that, I'm just going to take this piercing tool and I'm going to go where the holes already were and then poke some holes into each one of these. Since we are making them a banner, we need a place where our string can go through. So I'm using some twine here. This came from Dollar Tree. I think they still sell this twine. It's a really big bundle of it, but I think they still sell some kind of twine there. But that's where I got this from. And we're just going to thread it through each one of the holes in all 6 of our pieces on the banner. I struggled with like where I wanted each of the pieces of paper to go. I had a lot of blue and I didn't have very much pink in here. So I kind of played around with where I wanted them to go. And then I laid them all out and we're ready to create our fun banner. So once we have all of our string put in, I had some beads just left over in a bead jar that I have. And I picked out some blue and white beads since the majority of our scrapbook paper is blue and white. And then we're just going to thread them through to the end of our little banner. This gives it a nice little ending piece and it makes it look a little bit more high end. I'm just using some knots here at the end to hold my beads in place. If you feel like your knots aren't big enough or you can't get them to kind of line up, you can always put a little bit of hot glue on the end of your knot and put it at the end of your bead, and then it won't move around. We're going to be using these Dollar Tree poster stickers and we're going to spell out the word summer on top of our banner. And that is it for this super easy project. I really love how this turned out. I'm going to give it away to a friend, so I didn't want to put too many embellishments on it, so I could let her kind of embellish it the way that she would like. But you can keep it super simple. You can add whatever else you would like to add to this, but I really love this one. And these wood pieces for the banner are really sturdy, and I would highly recommend them for a banner that you plan on keeping for a long time. While in the Hobby Lobby wood section, I found these cute popsicles. They come with 6 in a pack, and I decided to use the leftover blue and pink paper from our Surfer Girl pack. I just went ahead doing the same steps. I cut them out and I glued them on with the Mod Podge and the parchment paper, and then I just used my iron and sanded off any excess. Once I had that all done, we're going to go ahead and use some ribbon. I decided it'd be fun to use really colorful summer ribbon for this, so each one of our little popsicles is going to get a different colored ribbon. I also had this button container that had a lot of old buttons. These buttons particularly came from the Dollar Tree. Sometimes you can find them over in the stationery area. And so I just picked out some buttons that were kind of coordinating to the color of the ribbon. I didn't want them to be all the same color. I thought that it gives it a little bit more like summer whimsy if they are kind of different colors but coordinating colors. So once we get all of our buttons glued into the middle of our ribbons, then we're going to go ahead and attach this together. I chose not to put anything on the outside of the popsicles. I just left them blank with the paper, but you could embellish it there if you wanted to. I also had this pom-pom ribbon left over from Dollar Tree Christmas time. I buy a lot of it in the neutral colors so I can use it throughout the year. I'm going to go ahead and glue it to the back of my popsicles, and then that is it for this one. Let me know if this is a project you would like to make. Papers left over from the banner, and so I thought it'd be cute to make these wooden bookmarks. So I also found these over in the Hobby Lobby unfinished wood area. I didn't know they sold these, so it's a nice sturdy bookmark if you're looking for something more high end. They also have acrylic bookmarks, and you can glue your scrapbook paper onto acrylic bookmarks as well. So once I cut out all the pieces, we're just kind of following the same process as our banner. I used the parchment paper, the Mod Podge, glued it on, sanded it off, and then I poked a hole where the hole was. I'm using some ribbon of coordinating ribbons to the paper, and I'm just going to tie it off and cut it at an angle. And then that is it for these. I'm going to put these in my little free library, but you could make these for friends or to sell. They were really easy, and you can make a lot. I found this cute little Pennet Banner, and I thought it would be really cute to put some scrapbook paper on this. So I put some Mod Podge on there, let it dry, and then I'm just using some real light pink chalk paint to go around the top part of it. I'm going to measure it out onto our paper, and it's a little bit longer than the paper if you're going to put it across for the 12 by 12. So I put it at an angle. So make sure whatever paper you're picking is going to look good at an angle. I'm just going to use my note card here to kind of go to draw a line at the top there. And then I'm just going to cut it out. Using the same process with our Mod Podge and our parchment paper and our iron, we're going to attach it to our wood piece, and then using some sandpaper, I'm going to sand off some of the extra. Once I have that all sanded off, I'm going to add a little bit of embellishments to this, and I'm just going to keep it simple. I used the paper from the book club because I thought this would be really cute, especially if you were making this for like a girl's room or a dorm room and you were somebody who loved to read. This would be super cute because this says book vibes only. But there's a lot of really cute papers in the book club pack, and I think that it would look really cute. Any of those would look really cute. So we're just going to add some ribbon, cut it off, and then using my same pom-pom ribbon because that kind of gave me college or school vibes, I'm going to go ahead and glue that on top of my yellow ribbon. And then that's it for this one. Super cute, super easy, would make really cute room decor. I hope today's video helped you feel inspired to get out those summer paper packs and get crafting. Don't forget to go down into my description box, check out the playlist, and check out all the other summer crafty videos. If you want to keep on crafting with me and you want to keep on using a scrapbook paper, go to this video next and I'll meet you over there. Bye!